Just give me a couple of minutes here. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with the Nokar mantra. Namo Ariyantaram, Namo Siddharam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajjayanam, Namo Loe Savvasahuram, Eso Panchanamukkaro, Savva Pava Panasano, Manglarancha Savvesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to our first class of 24 Tirthankar Jivan Charitra or life stories of 24 Tirthankar Paramatma. So, the life stories of 24 Tirthankar Paramatma is explained in great details in our Shastra that is called Trisashti Salaka Purush Charitra. Now, this Shastra is written by Kalikal Sarvagnya Hemchandracharya in the 12th century. Now, Kalikal Sarvagnya Hemchandracharya was known as one of the greatest acharyas of the Kalikal. So by Kalikal, we mean the fifth ara. So currently of our present times. Kalikal Sarvagnya Hemchandracharya has written thousands of shastras and crores of sloks in various languages like Prakrit, Sanskrit, Abrahams, and Old Gujarati. So Trisashti Salaka Purush Charitra is one of his greatest shastras. So what is Trisashti Salaka Purush Charitra? The literal translation of Trisashti Salaka Purush Charitra is life stories of 63 great men. So who are these 63 great men? So these 63 great men are 24 Tirthankars, 12 Chakravartis, 9 Vasudevs, 9 Bardevs, and 9 Prativasudevs. So total we have got 63 great men. And the Shastra is known as Trisashti Salaka, that is 63 Purush Charitra. So this Shastra explains the life stories and Jivan Charitra of all these 63 great men. So whenever we are learning the Jivan Charitra of any of the Tirthankar Paramatma, the first bhav of the Jivan Charitra is the bhav they achieve Samyak Darshan. So it's the bhav they achieve the fourth Gunastanak. Now, if you have any questions anywhere, please let me know. I know it might be difficult for some of the kids, but I'll try to explain as much as possible. So before we start our Jivan Charitra, I want to explain some of the basic concepts so that we can understand the Jivan Charitra in much better manner. So first concept I want to explain is the concept of Kal Chakra. So in our Jain Sashan, we believe the time is infinite, right? Time has no beginning or time has no end. And this time is divided into infinite equal time cycles. And this we call as Kal Chakras. Now this Kal Chakras is further divided into two equal halves. There is one half that is known as Utsarpini and there is a second half that is known as Avsarpini. So Utsarpini is a progressive cycle and Avsarpini is known as regressive cycle. So both this Utsarpini and Avsarpini, they are further divided into 6 unequal time periods and they are known as aras. So that means Utsarpini has 6 aras and Avsarpini also has 6 aras. So in Utsarpini, it's a progressive cycle in which the happiness, the strength of the body, the age, and even the dharma aradhana increases. And in the Avsarpini, the happiness decreases, the strength of the body, and the dharma aradhana also decreases in the Avsarpini. So currently we are in the Avsarpini Kal Chakra, and currently we are in the 5th Ara, and it's known as Dukkham. So let's see the Kal Chakra. So the Kal Chakra is Utsarpini plus Avsarpini makes one Kal Chakra. Now each Kal Chakra is of 20 Kodakori Sagaropams. That's a time. So each Avsarpini is 10 Kodakori Sagaropam and Utsarpini is also 10 Kodakori Sagaropams. So the first Ara is known as Sukham Sukham. It's of 4 Kodakori Sagaropams. The second Ara is Sukham. It's of 3 Kodakori Sagaropams. The third Ara is Sukham Dukkham. It's a 2 Kodakori Sagaropam. The fourth Ara The fourth ara is Dukkham Sukham. It's 1 Kodakori Sagarapam minus 42,000 years. And the fifth and sixth ara are of 21,000 years each. So currently we are in the fifth ara known as Dukkham. And in this ara, after the Nirvana of Bhagwan Mahavir, this ara has started, and 2600 years have passed in this ara. So close to 18,300 years are still left in this ara. And after completion of this ara, the sixth ara will start, and that is also another 21,000 years. And after the completion of sixth ara, the Avsar Pini will come to an end, and then the Utsar Pini will begin. The Utsar Pini will begin from the sixth ara. So sixth ara will be repeated twice. So there will be the sixth ara, and again for the Utsar Pini, it will again begin with the sixth ara. So sixth ara will be total 21,000 plus 21,000 years. And then the Utsar Pini will continue with fifth ara, fourth ara, third, second, and first ara. So this is the general description of the card chakra. So let's see each of these aras so we can understand the Jivan Charitra of Rishabdev. So the first ara is known as Sukham Sukham Kal. Now this ara is the time period of absolute happiness. This ara is of 4 Kodakori Sagarapams. And in this ara, people are extremely long. The height of the people is 3 gaons, and one gaon is 2 miles. So height of the people is 6 miles high. And the Ayushya and the age is of 3 Palyopams. So very, very large age. Now this ara is also known as Yuglik Kal. That means children are born as twins. So a boy and a girl is born in this ara. And this boy and girl, they grow up and they marry each other and they carry on the generations forward. Now this ara, this ara, all the wishes and everything is fulfilled by Kalparvruksh. And there are 10 different types of Kalparvruksh that we'll see later on during the Charitra. So there is a Kalparvruksh that gives you food. There is a Kalparvruksh that gives you clothes, utensils, furniture, houses, lightings, and everything. And in this ara, there is no crimes, there is no killings, and all the people in this ara are of Man the Kashai. The Kashais are very, very less. All the Jews in this ara, they have Swajalan Kashai. And all the people in this ara, when they die, they go to the Devlok. So people here, when they die, they all go to the Devlok because of their Man the Kashais and low crimes. The people here in this ara, they eat once every 4th day. So even though their body is so tall, but their food requirement is very, very small. They eat once every 4th day. So that is the first ara. The second ara is Sukham Kal. Here there is happiness, but the happiness is not absolute. In this ara, it's of 3 Kodakori Sagarapams, and this ara is also known as Yuglik Kal. So in this ara, the same boy and girl are born, and they marry each other, and then they carry the generations forward. Now in this ara, people eat every 3 days instead of every 4 days. Now people start eating more often. So in this ara, people are 2 gaons, around 4 miles high, and the Ayushya is 2 Palyopams. Now in this ara, the power of the wish-giving trees, the Kalparvruksh, goes on decreasing. So Kalparvruksh is not as powerful as the first ara. Now again, people who are born in this ara, they are all Mand Kashai, and they all go to the Devlok in the next bhav. Now the third ara is Sukham Dukkham Kar. Now this ara is very, very important. So in this ara, the happiness is more than misery. And in this ara, the first Tirthankar Paramatma is born. So in any Utsarpini or any Avsarpini, in this ara, third ara, the first Tirthankar Paramatma is born. Now in this ara, the people are around 1 gaon tall, so around 2 miles in height. And here, the power of the Kalparvruksh almost diminishes and comes to an end. So therefore, the first Tirthankar, Rishabdev Bhagwan, teaches the arts and science to the people. He teaches 72 different skills to men and 64 different skills to women. And this ara comes to an end after the Nirvana of the first Tirthankar Paramatma. It comes to an end after 3 years and 8 months after the Nirvana of the first Tirthankar Paramatma. So in this ara, people can go to any bhav in the 14 Rajlok. They can go to moksha because the dharma is there in this ara, and they can also go to naraks from this ara. Then the fourth ara. Now fourth ara is again very, very important. It is known as dukkam sukham kar. In this ara, the misery is more than happiness. And in this ara, 23 tirthankars are born and 11 chakravartis are born. 9 Vasudevs are born, 9 Prati Vasudevs are born, and 9 Bardevs are born. So uh, all the major events that happen in this fourth ara. Now in this fourth ara, again the gateway is open to all the 14 Rajlok. So people can go to moksha, people can go to all the Devloks, and people can go to all the naraks. Then the fifth ara. Fifth ara is known as dukkam kar, and currently we are in the fifth ara. So in this ara, the unhappiness is much more. The misery is much more. This ara is for 21,000 years. And in this ara, already 2,600 years have passed, and close to 18,000 years are still remaining. Now in this ara, the moksha marg has closed. So from this ara, no one can go to the moksha. From this ara, you can go to maximum 4th Devlok, and from this ara, you can go to maximum 4th Narak. So in this ara, after the completion of this ara, our Jain dharma, our Shraman dharma will vanish, will be completely destroyed. Our last acharya in this ara will be Duppa Sahasuri, and our last agam will be Das Vaikalik Sutra. And after the 18,000 years, the Shraman dharma or the Jain dharma will come to an end, and the sixth ara will begin. Now in the sixth ara is the ara of complete unhappiness and complete misery. In this ara, there will be no family structure, there will be no social structure, there will be no political structure, or there will be no marriage structure at all. So in this ara, people will be extremely unhappy, and they will be all be non-vegetarians. People will be killing animals, and millions of animals will be killed every day. And this ara, the weather patterns will also be extreme. There will be lots of extreme summer and extreme winters. And for that reason, people will be living underground. People will either be living under the earth or under the ocean. So this ara, people who are born in the sixth ara, they will all go to Durgati. There is no dharma. So everyone in this ara will either go to Tiryanj or will either go to Narak. So this is a short description of the 6 aras. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
Right now we are in the 5th ara.
Yes.
And how many more years to for us to go in the for the 5th ara to go in the 6th ara?
18,300.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we still have lots of time. But the important thing here to know is we have to do dharma aratna. So we are not born in the 6th ara. Because if you are born in the 6th ara, you will be mandatory. You will go to either Narak or you will go to Tiryanj, because you will be doing lots of crimes and lots of non-vegetarian foods and stuff. So important thing is, do as much as dharma aratna in this ara, because from this ara you can still go to the Devlok, and you can still go to the Mahavideh Kshetra from this 5th ara.
So Chetal, by anyways, we are not going to this thing, right? अपने वैसे भी है ना नरक में ही जाने वाले हैं, right? इस आरा में.
नहीं. 5th ara से you can go to Devlok, you can go to Mahavideh, you can also become Manushya.
बरोबर. तो वापस बर्थ होगा अपना, right? तो अगर 6th ara में आ सकता है, right? हम लोग आ सकते हैं, right?
Yeah. So only thing is you have to skip the Bharat Kshetra. So if you do dharma, you are born in Devlok, you are born in Mahavideh Kshetra, or you are born in other karma bhumis or akarma bhumis, and you can skip the 6th ara completely in the Bharat Kshetra.
Okay.
Yeah. So the whole idea is to do dharma, so you are not born here in Bharat Kshetra in the 6th ara.
And I have a question. Yes. So like, how many? What's one Palyopam?
Yeah, so here in the next screen, I'm going to describe that. Okay, so that explanation.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
What is the Mahavideh meaning? I mean,
the Mahavideh Kshetra.
yes.
The Mahavideh Kshetra is another karma bhumi like Bharat Kshetra. So it's like another there are 15 karma bhumis. So like 5 earths, there are 5 Airavats and 5 Mahavideh Kshetras. And in this Mahavideh Kshetra, there are Tirthankar Paramatma who are currently there. And in this Mahavideh Kshetra, it's a constant 4th ara. So there is no first, second, third, and there is no 5th or 6th. It's a constant 4th ara in Mahavideh Kshetra.
So just for kids to understand, is this like a planet, a different planet?
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I think what we will do is, every time we start the Jivan Charitra for the first 15-20 minutes, I am thinking of taking some basic, similar concepts like Kal Chakra, basic geography, and all those stuff. So you can understand. But yeah, it's a different planet. So there are 5 Earths, 5 Airavats, and there are basically 32 Mahavidehs. So there are basically 5 Mahavidehs, but divided into 32 different Kshetras. So these are all different planets.
I have one question again.
Yeah.
Can we after the 6th Tara, do we have to go to Ansarpiri? I mean.
Yeah. So Avsarpini will come to an end, and then the Utsarpini will begin after the 6th Tara.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So I think let's continue. I think what we'll do is we will probably have questions in the end, so we can probably continue. Yeah, so moving forward, there was a question, what is Palyopam, right? So here is a brief description of all the aras. So the first aras, Sukham, the age of people is maximum 3 Palyopams. Now, what is Palyopam? So in our Shastra, it is said that 84 lakh years is one Purvang, and 84 lakh Purvang is one Purva. Okay. And so Purva is very, very long years, and our calculation basically stops at Purva. So Palyopam is basically a countless years. There is no calculations after Purva. So you can just imagine as a countless years. So Susma Kal, the maximum age of people is 3 Palyopams. In Susma, the second Ara, the maximum age of people is 2 Palyopams. In the third, it decreases to 1 Palyopam. In the 4th Ara, the maximum age is 84 lakh Purvas. And in 5th Ara, that is our Ara, maximum age can be 120 years. And the last 6th Ara, the maximum age is 20 years. And even the height goes on decreasing from 3 gauns, that is 6 miles, all the way to 2 feet at the end of 6th Ara. So, just to give a context, the first Tirthankar Bhagwan, Adinath, since we are doing Adinath Charitra, the age of Adinath was 84 lakh Purvas. That was the age of Adinath Bhagwan. And Simandar Swami, who is the current Tirthankar Bhagwan in the Mahavideh Kshetra, his age is 1 crore Purva. So this is just for you to understand the age and height of various Tirthankar Bhagwans. Okay. So who are the 63 Salaka Purush, right? Who are the 63 great men? So these 63 great men, there are 24 Tirthankars, there are 12 Chakravartis, there are 9 Vasudevs, 9 Pratu Vasudevs, and 9 Bardevs. So these are known as 63 great men. And these 63 great men are born in each Avsarpini and each Utsarpini. So there are 63 great men in Utsarpini, and then another sets of 63 great men in Avsarpini. And this Shastra written by Kalikal Sarvajna describes the life stories of all these 63 great men. Okay. So, just to give you some examples here. So we all know the names of 24 Tirthankar Paramatma. But what are the other 12 Chakravartis, 9 Vasudevs, 9 Prativasudevs, and 9 Bardevs? So here are some of the names. So the 12 Chakravartis, one of the famous Chakravarti you all know is Bharat Chakravarti, right? Bharat Chakravarti was the son of Rishabdev, and he was born in the 3rd Ara. And all the other 11 Chakravartis, they were all born in the 4th Ara. The 9 Vasudevas, 9 Prativasudevas, and 9 Bardevs, they are all born in the 4th Ara, and they are all born at the similar time periods. So, for example, the first Vasudev was Tripushta Vasudev. Now, Tripushta Vasudev was a Jeev of Bhagwan Mahavir. So, Bhagwan Mahavir's previous bhav, he was a Tripushta Vasudev. So, he was the first Vasudev of this Avsarpini Kal, Bhagwan Mahavir. And another famous Vasudevas are Lakshman Vasudev and Krishna Vasudev. So we all know Lakshman and Krishna. Lakshman was a younger brother of Sri Ram, and Krishna was younger brother of Balram. And the 9 Prativasudevas, some of the famous are Ravan. Ravan was a Prativasudev and Jarasan was a Prativasudev. And in all the history, every time it happens that Vasudevs, they defeat Prativasudevs. And they basically become the ruler of the 3 continents after defeating the Prativasudevs. And then 9 Bardevs. So Bardevs, we all know the famous Bardev is Sri Ram. So Sri Ram was the elder brother of Lakshman, and he was a Bardev. And another was Balram. Balram was the elder brother of Krishna. So these are some of the examples of Chakravartis, Vasudevs, and Prativasudevs and Bardevs. So let's see some of the things about this all Mahapurush. So first is Chakravarti. So who is a Chakravarti? So Chakravarti is basically the highest ruler of a complete Kshetra. So he's a king of entire Bharat Kshetra, or he can be a king of entire Airavat Kshetra, or he can be a king of any of the 32 Videsh. So he is a supreme commander and the ruler of all the 6 continents. He has got 32,000 kings under his command. He has got an army as large as 8.4 million elephants, 8.4 million horses, 8.4 million raths, and 96 crore soldiers. So he has got a huge army. And some of the famous Chakravartis we saw were the Bharat Chakravarti. Now the Chakravarti number 5, 6, and 7, that is Santinath, Kuntunath, and Arnath, they were also a Chakravarti, and they were also the Tirthankar Paramatma in the same bhav. So Tirthankar Paramatma can also be a Chakravarti in the same bhav. So Santinath Bhagwan, Kuntunath Bhagwan, and Arnath Bhagwan were also Chakravartis. Then Bardev and Vasudevs. So Bardev is an elder brother of Vasudev. So for example, Sri Ram was the elder brother of Lakshman Vasudev, and Balram was the elder brother of Krishna Vasudev. So Bardev is always an elder brother of Vasudev, and Bardev has a great affection for his younger brother. So that means they both rule the kingdom together. They go to the wars together, and they basically defeat the Prativasudevs, and they become the ruler of half of Bharat Kshetra. So they become the ruler of 3 continents. So Vasudev has got a Sudarshan Chakra, a chakra by which they can defeat any enemy. And he has got 16,000 kings under his commands. And last is Prativasudev. So Prativasudev is the initial ruler of the 3 continents. But once the Vasudev is born, Vasudev defeats the Prativasudev. For example, Sri Krishna defeated Jarasandh, and Lakshman defeated Ravan. And that's how they get the Vasudevs become the ruler of the 3 continents. Now it is important to remember that for Chakravarti, if they do not take Diksha, that means if they do not take Sanyam Jivan, they all go to Narak, okay, because they have got lots of bhog in their life. So if a Chakravarti takes Diksha, only in that case they go to Devlok, or they can even go to Moksha. But they have to take Diksha, otherwise they all go to Narak. For Bardev can either go to Devlok or they can go to Moksha. For example, Sri Ram went to Moksha and Balram went to Devlok. Now Vasudevs, all the Vasudevs, they go to Narak. It is a compulsory thing, it's a mandatory thing because of their Purav Bhav's karma. They all go to Narak. So all the Vasudevs, Lakshman Vasudev went to Narak, Sri Krishna Vasudev also went to Narak. And the Prativasudevs, all the Prativasudevs also go to Narak. So Jarasandh went to Narak and Ravan also went to Narak. So this is some of the brief history that I wanted to share with you. So you get a context of Rishabdev Jivan Charitra. So here is some more information. So Sri Krishna, Vasudev, Balram and Jarasan, they were at the same time at the Naminath Bhagwan. So Naminath Bhagwan was basically elder brother, is a cousin elder brother of Sri Krishna Vasudev. And another example is Sri Ram. Sri Ram was at the time during the Munisurat Swami Bhagwan. So this is just some information that you may need to keep in mind, that there existed a Tirthankar Bhagwan during Sri Krishna's time, and there existed a Tirthankar Bhagwan during Sri Ram's period. So here is some of the informations on all the 24 Tirthankars that might be useful for you. So here are the height and the age of all the 24 Tirthankars. So if you see the height and the age, they go on decreasing because of the regressive cycle of Avsarpini. So Rishabdev had Ayusha of 84 lakh Purva and the height of 500 Dhanushya. So each Dhanushya is around 5 to 6 feet. And then the height and age goes on decreasing. So Ajitnath, the Ayusha of 72 lakh Purvas and the age and the height of 450 Dhanushya. So if you go down and if you look at, for example, Naminath Bhagwan. So Naminath Bhagwan lived for 1,000 years and he had height of 10 Dhanushya. Parshnath Bhagwan, he lived for 100 years and he had height of 9 feet or 9 hands. And Bhagwan Mahavir, our Upkari, our last Tirthankar, he lived for 72 years and a height of 7 hands. So this is something that you may need to just look at and kind of remember that height and both the age goes on decreasing for all the Tirthankar Paramatma in the Avsarpini. And in Utsarpini is opposite. Utsarpini, the height and the age goes on increasing.